In lesson 1.4, applying addition and subtraction of integers, we're going to take the information that we learned in 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and we're going to solve real-world problems as our standard number systems 3 indicates. So how do you solve multi-step problems involving addition and subtraction of integers? So we have a problem right down here we're going to show. And what we're going to do is that we're going to highlight our important information. A seal is swimming in the ocean 5 feet below sea level, so that would be important. It dives down 12 feet to catch some fish. Then the seal swims up 8 feet towards the surface. What's the seal's final elevation? So when we look over here at the picture, and I want to adjust my pencil a little bit here, make it a little easier to see. We're starting here at the 5 feet below sea level. Okay, here's our sea level. So he goes down down 12, so that's a minus 12. He's going to go up 8, so that's up 8 feet. And then what is our final surface and where he's at? So we're going to write an expression. Okay, so it starts at minus 5 feet. We subtract the 12 because he dove down. And then we add the 8 because he came back up. So if we go ahead and we look down here in step 2, it shows us that we go ahead and we use the associative property and we take negative 5 minus 12, because remember you're going to go this way, and this is a positive 12 even though the sign is not there, so we're going to continue on. And we started at negative 5, and if we go 12 more units we're going to be at negative 17, and then we add 8. So this says we're going to go this way, and this is a positive 8, even though it's not written. So we're going to go 8 units, and we're going to end up at negative 9. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to apply our properties, and we have another example here. It says Irene has a checking account. On Monday she writes a check for $160 to get groceries. Then she deposits $125. And then she writes another check for $40. What is the total change in her account? So we have to take our highlighted information. We're going to write our expression. Let me go ahead and then, so here's the 160. Write means to take money out of your account. When you deposit, you're going to add money into your account. So that's a positive 125. And then again, she wrote another check for 40, so that's negative 40. So we have negative 160 plus 125 plus negative 40. So we use the commutative property to order our two negative terms. That makes it real easy to come up with negative 200. And then we add the 125, we use the associative property here, and it gives us negative 75. So the amount of the checking account decreased by $75. So we're also going to compare values of an expression as the third example. The Tigers, a football team, must gain 10 yards in the next 4 plays to keep possession of the ball. So they have to get 10 or more. So on the first play, the Tigers lose 12 yards. On the second play, they gain 5 yards. On the third play, they lose 8 yards. And then on the last play, they gain 14. Do they maintain possession of the ball? So if we go through here, we've analyzed our information. We're now going to formulate our plan. We're going to write that expression. So we just take the information that we have highlighted, and we're going to lose 12. We gained 5, we lost 8, and we gained 14. So we go ahead, what the book shows you here is how to take the negative 8, where we lost the 8, and we use the additive inverse, and we come up with a positive negative 8. We now use the commutative property. We take negative 12 plus negative 8, and that makes negative 20. They went ahead and they regrouped here with the associative. And then the 5 plus the 14, and that's going to equal 19. And we take negative 20 plus 19, and that gives us negative 1. We make that comparison, and it shows here we have not gained the 10 yards to be able to keep the ball. Lastly, there's a your turn here to go ahead and do that and use the guided practice so that you can continue to work on highlighting the information. That's what I expect to be able to see from you guys. And then also, if you got any questions, we can talk about them in class. Have a good night. Bye.